The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome to the new channel where our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I am Master Coach Lakendra and I am streaming live from Dallas, Texas, USA, you know, the home of the Dallas Cowboys. And oh, happy day it is. And welcome to 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, Season 1, Episode 8, right here on TNC. Well, welcome to the place to be on a Monday and a Tuesday all around the world. You have landed right here on 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, here on the new channel. And it's such a beautiful segment today, y'all, because it's all about mothers that lead. Now, you all know that we come from a woman's womb, a spiritual awakening that happens to a mother when she finds out she is with child. It has to be the greatest gift for a lot of women. And sometimes it's not an awakening. It is a devastation. And it is the woman that has to make one of the biggest decisions of her life. And that is allow life to be processed through her body. My mother always told me she was most aware when she carried me, and she found herself talking to me a lot while in her belly, trying to give me the best space to grow and develop. Despite everything happening in her outside life, which was all of her pain, she chose to protect and nurture me into this world. Most mothers have that power with their children while in the womb. It's when she births her child that she loses some of her power. Now, there are so many influences and obstacles that create barriers for women to protect and nurture their children. Once she pushes that baby out, it no longer belongs just to her, but to the influences it will meet. There's a quote that I read that said, and I tried to find the author, but I couldn't, but it said, birth is an opportunity to transcend, to rise above what we are accustomed to, reach deeper inside ourselves than we are familiar with, and to not only just see what we have, but what we have made and created inside of us. And that is the strength that we can access as women. So if you are a mother, an aunt, a grandmother, or even a spiritual mother, know that you have a great responsibility and impact in how a child is raised. You can influence children and help raise them. And I feel all women possess this power. As women, it is our duty to support women, especially those that are mothers, so we can continue to raise emotionally intuitive children that will lead our future. This season on 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, which is dedicated to all of the Global Life Coach Training and Entrepreneur Institute certified life coaches who are powerful leaders that lead with love. You get to hear why they chose life coaching, regardless of having extensive academic and professional backgrounds. You will hear how becoming a certified life coach took their lifestyle and business to the next level. You will hear the vulnerability of their personal stories. And despite their successes, academic backgrounds, and prominent careers, they still felt a gap that most will tell you that their gaps were closed when they became a certified life coach, because it's all about the inner coach. Now our coaches are thriving. Our mothers are thriving. They're becoming stronger and more emotionally supportive mothers. And they're finally on this beautiful journey towards fulfillment and a resilient emotional intelligence. So leaders are my thing, as y'all already know. I mean, we're on episode 8 now. So leaders are my thing, and helping them to change and take charge of their inner healing so they can lead with love is my game. If everyone depends on leaders to solve problems, if everybody depends on mothers to solve problems, to bear children, all of the crown that comes with that, right? Who does she have when she need her problem solved? Because heavy is the head that wears the crown, they say. So I want to bring up our mothers that lead. Our first mother I'm going to introduce is Coach Mariah. She is a purpose-driven coach that aids women to reflect, reestablish, and reconnect their success path by gaining clarity, confidence, and currency to live a desired lifestyle and pursue their passion. She has an MBA in Human Service Management, and for 10 years, her professional experience includes education in Fortune 500 companies, but she discovered a lack of flexibility in her lifestyle as a single mother. Now, a wife and an entrepreneur, she felt the urge to support her child's needs during the fragile years of growth that required her to be flexible, financially stable, and free to sustain the desired lifestyle she wanted. Based on her realizations as a single mother, she observed these women or single mother women are more likely prone to depression, working 9 to 5 versus pursuing their purpose, which why she is now the empowered coach. It's my pleasure to introduce certified life and mental health coach, Mariah Abercrombie.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yes, welcome to the live show, 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe. I'm so happy to have you here. Say hi to everyone and just tell them like a little bit of who you are and that I didn't mention that, maybe I left out that you want them to know.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Coach Mariah, and I am like that single mom advocate. I have a like a heart for single moms because I understand the mission. I understand the drive. I understand the purpose. I also help adolescents. So I feel like there's sometimes there's a barrier between the mother and the child, especially sometimes in girls, but boys too. But I like to connect us back together to where we can, succeed together in life so we don't have that disconnect. And, that's where I'm at right now.
Love it, Coach Mariah. Well, I'm going to be back with you because, honey, we have more guests here because today, all of our audience that's tuning in, you already know on 1 Million Life Coaches around the globe, it goes down. Like we get deep down in the heart, deep down in the core. So you can also connect with us. So we'll be back just to introduce you all. So don't go anywhere because we're going to bring up our next guest, which was motivated to start her career due to difficult times she faced from being with an abusive partner during 7 years of marriage. She decided to break loose from what she called her self-imposed prison and started a new life with her children, working overseas. It was that journey that brought her to life coaching, getting reacquainted with herself, her values, her being, and her sense of purpose. She is your self-worth and resiliency coach, a solo parent, and a human resources professional turned life coach. It is my pleasure to introduce Coach Mary Claire, streaming live from the Philippines. Okay, so we lost Mary Claire because we all know, if you don't know, there is a big storm that is happening out there in the Philippines, but I promise you she'll be back. So let's move on and let's introduce our next guest. And that is Coach Tamasha Whittington, retired corporate career girl, now walking in her purpose of a certified mental health life coach. The Truth of July brings a radical edge to activating your awareness with a groundbreaking product to keep the immune system boosted, oil of oregano. She is serving metaphysical and herbal redemption while actively coaching on the value of personal alignment through one-on-one sessions in her workshop, Manifest the Authentic You. She empowers her listeners with an intentional game plan of realness centered at the heart so that you can manifest as your authentic you. Come on up here, Coach Tamasha. Let me tell you, honey, that oregano oil that you sell that I take and I swear by it. It is one of the best, I don't know, oil-based medicines that truly keeps me from developing a serious cough, a serious sniffle, like all of that. I love your product. Go ahead and give our audience just a little bit something about you that I did not mention. We can't hear you, but I definitely can read your lips. So she's not on mute. So let's work on, say it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. It was the settings. Okay. Thank you, Master Coach Lakendra. So just a little bit about me. I'm originally from California, became a certified life coach in 2019 with the Global Institute of Coaches and Entrepreneurs. This journey has been nothing short of amazing. They say it's in you, it's not on you. And life coaching was something that I've always wanted to do before I even knew that I was able to put a name to it. So I'm just super excited to be here. And thanks for having me.
Yes. So thank you. We can bring all of our guests up on the stage so we can be one beautiful, happy little family here. I know Coach Claire is trying to come back, and we'll introduce her when she gets back. Y'all, this is real live. Like this is not pre-recorded. It goes down, but my love for live streaming really has like helped me to pivot as I'm a business owner, and I'm sure so many other people, other business owners and families. It just keeps us connected, and I love that. Like you're here with us right now, and we're so excited. So we always love to chop it up with our guests, because without you, we don't have a show. So shout out to Ronita Bowser. Hello, Coach Ronita. She says, good evening, tribe.
Hey.
Coach Adam is here. He says, hello, tribe. I just love when our male coaches come in and support us. Hello, Coach Adam. Coach Jindy. Oh my gosh, Coach Jindy, you gotta stay here, girl. I got a surprise for you, but it's happening later. So you gotta stay here, Coach Jindy. D. Marie Hall, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Coach Esteen, she's here. I mean, the tribe is popping. And I love it. Coach Esteen says hi. So if you are here and you're present with us, go ahead and invite. If you know a mother, or if you know an auntie, or if you know a female cousin or whatever, invite them into this room, because we're getting ready to have a pretty heart-to-heart conversation, because we all know just how powerful mothers are. So invite somebody to come into the room. Share the live out on your page. I promise you it'll be relevant. Like it'll be substance. You know, it's going to be good. So share this out. Nappy Coach Nia says, hello, tribe. I mean, y'all are popping in here. Hello, Nappy Coach. So y'all go ahead and share this out. And let's come together as a community and have a beautiful conversation. Are y'all ready for that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because y'all know I got some questions, right? I want to dig in deep. So, you know, in my introduction, I really had mixed emotions about my introductions, because I write all of my introductions. And the mixed emotions that I had was, it just really took me on a journey from when my mother was alive. And we used to have all these conversations, because I was so nosy, like, you know, Mom, you know, when you were pregnant with me, like, what was that journey like? Like, I wanted to know what her life was like before she got pregnant, and when she found out that I was in her stomach, like, what was that process of emotions that a woman goes through? Because just so we know, I'm not a mother. So I have just so much love for mothers. So Coach Tamasha, what is that process that a mom go through when the doctor say, you're pregnant?
Well, for me, I was like, you're lying, but no. I think for a lot of us, you know, pregnancy is for the most part unplanned, right? But I think immediate is almost kind of like denial. I know I went through kind of an instant denial, like, really? What is this true? But, you know, after taking 3 pregnancy tests and confirming that it was true, when I went to the doctor and actually heard the heartbeat, that's what made it extremely real. And it's really exhilarating. It's emotional, because you really hear the first sign of life that you created. And we are creators. So it was definitely emotional, but very exciting, and probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced twice.
Oh, that just really gave me like little goosebumps. And I know all of our supporters that are listening, especially if you are a mother, it's okay for you to also share that first experience, or that first connection that you had when the doctor said, or when you took that pregnancy test and that little pink mark came up, or the doctor said, you are with child. Go ahead and share your experience in the chat, because we would love for you to be a part of our show, and we'll be reading it out loud if you don't mind. Okay, Coach Mariah, like, same question, like, what before you got pregnant, were you trying to, or, was she a surprise? Because I know you have a daughter. Was she a surprise? And what were your emotions when you first found out that you were with child?
Okay, honestly, I was in college and I was having the time of my life. I was really enjoying that, you know, getting away from home. I'm just really enjoying, my independence. And I guess I wasn't feeling myself, and I ended up going to the doctor, and they told me I was dehydrated, and then they was like, "Yeah, you're pregnant." I'm like, "No, no, no, sir." And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." So at that moment, I thought my life was over. Not gonna lie, I just knew my life was over. Like, what am I gonna do? I had no plan to become a mother, right? I didn't plan this. And so then that's when reality started kicking in. I have to become a provider. I have to get ready to do this stuff. I have to do that. And it's like that instinct just come like, okay, now I got to care for this human. Now I got to care for my child. So that's where my emotions came, is like, I have to really be grown. Now I have to be a mom. Now I have to just take on this responsibility. And I mean, how am I going to do it? So I was confused. I'm not gonna lie, I was confused. Like, what am I doing?
You know what? I love the authenticity of our guests, because I always give, before the show, I let y'all know, like, just come and be yourself, because it's so relatable. Because Coach Mariah, you're not the only person that felt that way. There's thousands and thousands of women that have felt just like you and Coach Tamasha, and that's what makes it so relatable, because there is always a beautiful story that's connected with that. And you're right. Like, who has a manual? Because that's what I was looking for. I was like, do I want to have a child or don't I want to have a child? So where's the manual? What do I need to prepare for? And no one really had any answers for me. So I'm still in thought process. So thank you for your strength and pushing forward and bringing in just some more beautiful, humans and leaders, because I know you both are heart-centered women, and you're doing all that you can to raise heart-centered children. So our next guest is back here. So I want to I've already introduced her, so let's just bring Mary Claire up to the stage. Shh. Hello, Mary Claire. Coach Claire.
Hello.
I know that I know there's a storm, or the residue left of the storm, but can you hear us pretty well?
Yes, I can hear you pretty well.
Okay, beautiful. So go ahead and because I don't know if you heard your introduction, but I did you right. Like, I did you really well. Okay. But let the audience know something that I did not mention in your bio that you want to share with the audience.
All right. So yes, good evening and good morning from Philippines. Hello, Texas. Hello, world. I'm Coach Claire, and I am your purpose cultivator and resiliency coach. So I had a degree in psychology and had a professional career as a human resources manager. But yeah, things changed, and I am now a certified life coach.
I love that. And I just love that, Coach Claire is always full of joy. So Coach Claire, we just got through talking about a really heart-centered question, just talking about like the feeling, the emotions that happened when you first heard you are with child. Like, what were the emotions that you went through when you got the news?
I should say it's more of like shock. And literally, it was like, because at that time I was a fresh graduate in college, and I enrolled in the College of Law. So someone who had high hopes with high plans and all those things. But then you got the news. What? Really? I was like, oh my God, how am I going to tell my dad? How am I going to tell my mom? Because, in Philippines, it's a different thing, right? It's like parents goes first. But yeah, it was more of like, I was shocked and I was clueless. And the first thing that came up to my mind was, how am I going to tell it to my parents? How am I going to break the news to my family? Because,
And the rest
and
is
then girl type.
I love it. And the rest is history. What the consensus amongst all of the mothers here is you were all shocked. You all had like this shocking moment, which, all women, if ladies, if you are tuning in and if you are relating, if you are a mother and if you were that shocker as well, just drop it in the comments. Like, I was shocked, and just tell us about your experience. We have Apple. Hello, Apple. She is tuning in. She says hello to Tamasha. She's loving that artwork behind you. Yes, 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 yes. Ronita says, I was in my senior year of college, age 20, and terrified. Like, I want y'all to hear this, because when, people just think like, I don't know, like we're this, just resilient person, and we just want to have kids, and everything is hunky-dory, but everything is not hunky-dory. Is it, ladies?
No,
It is not, because I coach a lot of mothers, right? And there's a quote that Tupac, it's in one of his songs. Y'all know I like rap, right? So Tupac said in his Dear Mama song, which was one of my mom loved that song, right, when she was living. And he said, over the years, we was poor than the other kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama, when things went wrong, we blamed mama. We've heard a lot from past theorists and social, societal views, that a community is only as safe and healthy as a woman that raised it. Like, that's so powerful. So thinking back on those lyrics, do you feel that everything is blamed on a woman when a child, takes his or her own course, regardless of the values and the ethics and the principles that you've instilled? Do you feel the burden of society that, you are the blame as a mother? Like, who wants to speak to that? Coach Tamasha, let's start with you. You were smiling the biggest. I just want your point of view. There's no right or wrong answer, but I think this is a great question, because I know that we may have some women that are tuning in right now that may feel the burden of the blame. Maybe your child is not where they need to be. I know for sure my grandmother always said, like, oh my gosh, I raised some of the worst kids in the world. Like, so she's talking about my mama, you know what I mean? And so, and I just remember as I got older, I comforted her with that statement and said, but you did all that you could. So where does your heart sit with that, Coach Tamasha?
I definitely think that results may vary, right? Because everything is dependent on the environment that you grew up in, the quality of your family. From my perspective, I don't look at it as a blame game, right? We are mothers, we are creators, and there are so many factors that contribute to poverty in the communities when it comes down to women. There's an automatic divide when it comes down to resources, whereas, women are able to get WIC and food stamps and Section 8 and things like that. So there's a resource, but that resource can also become a clutch, right? Or a crutch. And when it comes down to blaming women, like when Tupac said, even though we had different daddies, the same drama, I mean, that is another variable that kind of adds to what would be an issue, right? But of course, when things went wrong, you blamed your mother. You blamed your mother because she was the only one that was there. She was the only one that could say no or that went without. So results really, truly vary. I saw my grandmother take care of all of her children, some of which who passed on before she did. And then my grandfather was there. He was present. And even still, we leaned on Granny, for that dinner, for everybody to come together, for those family reunions. And so when she was making all of that happen, we weren't blaming her. We were paying homage to her for keeping the family together. So just going back to my point that results may vary, and it is all about the burden that you carry or what you choose to carry. I think that there is always a way of looking at things, and being a mother certainly does not come with instructions, or there's no set rules, but it's really about what you truly adopt. Yeah,
I love that. I love that. And let me tell you, honey, when you started speaking, the comments lit on fire. Okay, so let's just spend a couple of seconds doing a shout out over here. We have Londa. Hello, Londa. Thank you so much for being here. And I also want to read your message. You have several messages here. So let me read the one that's up on the screen. It says, I was 25, so she was 25 years old, and just thought I had a stomach virus. And I was just finishing my associates. I was nervous, scared, and excited. Listen, the mothers here, they totally understand this, and I'm sure other mothers are also relating. D. Marie says bad or good, especially when you're a single mother. Okay, I think so. That was relating to, that was just adding on to what you said, Coach Tamasha. Ronita Bowser says mama guilt is real. Mama guilt is real. So much riding on what we do and don't do. At the same time, every human being makes choices regardless of the upbringing. So let me ask this question, because it's a total different question. I think Coach Tamasha really dove in deep on the Tupac, rest in peace, Tupac, by the way. But Coach Mariah, based off of what Ronita said about the mama guilt is real. You being a life coach, a certified life coach, and you really empower women. How do you speak to a mother who comes to you and she's in mama guilt? Like, how do you empower her to come out of mama guilt?
I empower her by just encouraging her to let her know that she is doing the best that she can do. And mama guilt is a real thing. We always blame ourselves, or as a mother, we blame ourselves for either not providing the perfect lunch or making sure that your kid has lunch for school, or whatever the case may be. We blame ourselves, even if our child is getting bad grades, right? But as a mother, you have to take that extra step for your child, right? You have to do the best you can do until you done, I guess, because 18 ain't, to me, 18, you still not grown. But until it's like all I've done, all I've did, I've tried my best until probably I can't breathe no more. To help you out as a mother, I think that as a mom, don't give up on your child. It's like one of those things where when I talk to students and their mom, it's like some moms just ready to give up. And I'm like, you can't do it, because some kids don't have that type of mom that supports them. So you always want to be there to support, regardless of if it's just the guilt. You're doing the best you can do. Tomorrow is a new day.
Yes. I love that. Tomorrow is a new day, and not to give up, which is going to take me over to Coach Claire, who is a single parent mother. Coach Claire, how do you do it, sister? I mean, do you have tell me about your ecosystem that's around you? Like, do you have a strong support system? How are you managing it all?
Of course, I did. And I would like to take this opportunity to honor my mother and my father. So my dad and mom, my siblings, they were my full support. Like, I had my first child, I got married, I had a rocky marriage, and ultimately I have to make a decision that, things things are not working out the way I was expecting it to. So why would I stay? So when I decided to finally do it on my own with my children, my parents, my family were very, and they just let their present.
Oh, and we lost Coach Claire. Okay, she's coming back. She's coming back. But while she's coming back, she's here. Okay, Coach Claire. I love the live stream. I love it. Continue on.
Yes. So that's how I live my life. No matter what the challenges may be, like this time, right? I'm coming in, I'm coming out. With all the uncertainties, I just have to be where I should be. So, show up no matter what.
Show up no matter what. That's what I love. And one thing I think that is so in alignment with most mothers that I know is resiliency. Like, people rarely see you sweat because you're so resilient. And I think that just comes with motherhood. And I think it just comes with womanhood, the resiliency that we have as women. Listen, it is almost time for us to go to break, but I want an audience. You're here. Listen, just stick in here with us. It's just for an hour, okay? If you haven't shared the live stream yet, please share it out. Or invite some people to come in. Invite some women that you know that you think may need this. Maybe you know someone that is going through some challenges right now. Maybe she just found out that she is with child and she's scared. She haven't found that manual that I'm still looking for. Invite her into the room so she can have some comfort in this thing, right? So, ladies, my mother used to sing to me. I sometimes, as a grown woman, 47 years old, when I'm sad, like I just got emotional thinking about it, I could hear her singing to me. So she used to sing. She used to say, I used to just sing, you are so beautiful to me. She said, before I even saw you, I knew that you were going to be a beautiful child. And she sang that song to me even, afterwards. She sang that song to me even when I was in my 20s and even when I was in my 30s. That was her song for me. Do you have a song that you sing, to your child that helps like comfort them? Coach Claire, do you have a song that you sing to your child or your children?
I always put them to sleep. And the one that comes up to my mind is my lullaby song. So it's basically for reassurance that no matter how the day turned out to be, tomorrow is still another day. So for now, they just have to sleep, surrender for the evening, rest, and face.
I love it. I love the lullaby. And over here, audience, if you remember any song that your mother, sang or sung or singing to you still, like, go ahead and put it in the comments. What about you, Coach Mariah? Do you sing a song to your baby girl?
Yeah, I was young when I had her, but the song that I sung to her all the time was Keisha Cole Love, because I was just like, you know what, this is the love of my life. I felt like growing up, I kind of lacked a lot of love, but I just knew that regardless, this one love right here, like this love is not going anywhere, so it would just be the Keisha Cole Love. And I just think this love.
I love that. What about you, Coach Tamasha?
So with both of my girls, I would sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but I would change the words to their name. So it would be Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how mommy wonders what you are. And then, with the other words, but I would incorporate their name into it and I would sing it before they go to bed. And so of course my 17-year-old daughter gets a kick out of it because I'm still singing it, but I'm such a goofball mom and I always have music on. So they get a full performance from me all the time.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I so love that. My mom was such a goofball too. And because she was awful with learning lyrics, I'm sure all of the songs she sung to me are not really the songs. So but you are so beautiful to me that like she could not get that one wrong. So that is really beautiful. We have our audience. They're also sharing their song, but we're going to get to you when we come back from our break. And remember, if this is your first time tuning in to 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, we give away cool prizes at the end for all of our participants. So make sure you are, actively being engaged with us because we can't have a show without you. So ladies, we're getting ready for a little breaky break and we'll be right back after these messages.
Juan Lu and his puppets face to face with special guests Makata Tawanan, Jess Box, and the Lunaria Marionette Show.
Salita. Alam mo, Tito Anlo, kung wala ako, magsasalita ka nag-isa. Kung wala ako, wala kang masusuot. Kung wala ako, wala kang nakakain.
November 13, Sunday, 7 p.m. at the La Verdad Auditorium in Apalit, Pampanga. Buy your tickets now and see you soon, face to face.
Well, welcome back. I am Master Coach Lakendra, and you're still watching 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe. The new channel is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all of our shows as seen on the screen. Let's just dream. You know, like when we're little kids, we used to dream all the time. So imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, and you do not have to do it all alone because TNC got you covered. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24/7 platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers like myself, and cultural intelligence and ingenuity. You can catch 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. CST, which is Central Standard Time, as you're winding down from a goal-driven day, and Tuesday mornings in the Philippines at 9:30 a.m. as you get ready to slay your daily goals. You can watch live or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and just search hashtag TNC Now. For sponsorships, please email now@thenewchannel.com or send us a DM, a direct message, and enjoy these life-changing shows because we made them just for you. And welcome back. Yes, welcome back. So we are looking for more sponsors to help keep our show thriving across the airways. If you could use more additional exposure for your brand, we would love to chat with you. So once again, please contact us at now@thenewchannel.com or DM us at our group that we're inviting you to, 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe, right here on Facebook. Let's go ahead and bring our guests back to the stage. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Yes, and we're all here. Yes, yes, yes. So listen, I want to go back. Welcome back, yes. Hopefully you got some water for your throat. But I want to go back and I want to share some of our comments from our guests, especially our song. So Londa says, I sing For You I Will by Monica. Okay. I want them to know that no matter what life throws, Mama will be there and will cross any ocean, mountain, storm, just anything. And honestly, that's the activated power that women have. Solia says, I sing a lot of songs to my kids, but this week I love listening to Phil Collins, You'll Be in My Heart. It's my daughter's birthday today. Happy birthday, Haley Summer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That's from Auntie Lakendra, all the way here in the U.S. So that is so awesome. That brings me, I want to ask a final question because I just thought my mom just like had all these superpowers when I was growing up, when there wasn't light, then there was light. When there wasn't food, then there was food, when, I couldn't do something maybe this week, next week she made it happen. Like I did not know, how she had like all of these amazing powers. So what superpowers have you gained that you didn't have before you became a mother? Coach Claire, what's one of your superpowers you gained?
I think it was the elite level of multitasking. I had 3 kids, yeah, and they were like 1-year-old, 3 years old, and 4 years old. And you are having your lunch while feeding the younger one, and then preparing the elder one, all those stuff. Like, Mama, you can do it.
I love that. I love that. And from the pain, because I read in your bio that you were in an abusive marriage. Where is your life right now, with your kids? What is one positive message you want mothers here who may be struggling, maybe they're in an abusive marriage? What is one message you want them to walk away from Coach Claire on today?
I just want to share the message of my life. Like, once there was a part of my life where I really screwed up. I mean, literally screwed up. And at that time, I felt like it was doomed, like it's over. But mind you, mamas out there, there's life to celebrate. There's life to live, and we ought to live it authentically and apologetically, right? So live your life the way you want to live, and you can just pat your shoulder. You are doing a great job, right? So never ever, yes, never ever feel less about yourself. You have to know your worth. Whatever it is that you want to do it now. You deserve it. Okay, so if you feel stuck, or if you feel lost, or if you feel like clueless where you're going, there's always help available. You just have to reach out, right?
Yes.
I love that. So mothers, you are enough. You are enough,
Yes.
and you are capable of being all of the things that you want to be in your life. So thank you. That was a powerful message, Coach Claire. Yes. Also, Coach Claire, how can people find you if they want to connect with you?
Yes. They can always connect with me on my Facebook. It's Claire Macariola, and on Instagram, it's Coach Claire Macariola. You can just PM me and send me a message. I'll always be
Yes.
here.
She is the cultivating, empowering, inspiring coach. I know I got all that wrong. So, Coach Tamasha, what is your newly discovered superpower, and what message do you want to leave for mothers that are tuning in?
I would definitely say similar to multitasking, but I'll say being flexible. Um, Sometimes we want to control time, and like I know for me today, time just wasn't on my side, right? And one of the things that I learned from you is to just show up anyway and show up in excellence. So being flexible and understanding that life happens when we have our children. I had to make sure my daughter was well. She was sick. I had to get her hair done for school pictures tomorrow, and then still put her in a bed and then come down and get prepared for this show, right? Because everything was happening at the same time. But just being flexible and letting things just run its course and how it needs to be, everything will fall in place. And that just requires with not allowing the frustration to take over. As long as you continue to show up and be the best parent and be intentional, right? Because it's all about being intentional. And when you're intentional, then you don't have to second guess yourself, and just know you're doing an amazing job. Your kids love your stinking draws. And you don't have to worry. Just as long as you are intentional, your children will feel that, even if it can't be directly communicated verbally.
Oh, I love that. Y'all are dropping some beautiful inspiration. So, mothers, if you are tuning in, honey, this is for you, girl. This is for you. Coach Mariah, what's your newly discovered? Oh, Coach Tamasha, how can people find you before we go?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram, Truth of July. So the word truth of in the month July. I'm also the same on TikTok. I'm trying to grow my TikTok. So Truth of July on TikTok, as well as Truth of July on Facebook. So all platforms.
I love the consistency. We want to be like you when we grow up. Coach Mariah, what's your newly discovered superpower as a mom, and what is one message that you want to leave for our supporters?
Okay, so my superpower, I would say vulnerability. Just being vulnerable, keeping it real with them, letting them know that, hey, I'm here for you. Just letting them own up to mistakes or hold them accountable for their actions. So, but in order to do that, I feel like you have to let your wall down a little bit. You can't just always have your chest stuck out. You can't always just be that hard person, because sometimes you never know, but anyways,
No.
but sometimes you just have to be a little vulnerable and sincere with the kids sometimes, just to let them see your point of view.
Yeah, I love that, the vulnerability. Latasha, she jumped in, honey. She jumped in and she is taking notes for us. Thank you for being our transcriber towards the end of the show, Latasha. Hello, amazing super mom coaches from K Sabala. And Mac Dreamy has jumped in here. That's my hubby, y'all. That's his nickname. So, hey, husband, thank you for being here. Listen, y'all, this was a fantastic show. Before we end, I have a couple of announcements. So, every week I have a coach crush. Like, these coach crushes just, I don't know, they make me feel sexy because they out here doing the thing. And my coach crush for this week came out like, I wish I could roll, but I can't. Okay, so my coach crush for this week is Coach Jindy. So if anybody know Coach Jindy, please tag her right now and let her know that, honey, the world is looking at her beautiful face. Coach Jindy is a life and finance coach, and she has been in the industry for more than 10 years. She is also an author and motivational speaker. Her passion led her to change more lives by finding their own space, voice, and uniqueness. And she's such a beautiful human being. So thank you, Coach Crush, and thank you for doing the business of life coaching, because it's one thing we come into life coaching for a lifestyle, but it's another when great life coaches go out and really make a difference. And those are the type of coaches that we are producing here at the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. And the other thing is, before we depart, we have a beautiful Leading with Love conference coming up. If you are here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you are a leader, if you're a business owner, if you are a decision maker, an influencer, if you're an author, if you're a speaker, I don't care what business you have, and you know that there is more to what you're doing. If you are a mother and you just want to lead more with love, even as a mother, like, you can even come to this conference. It is going to be a game changer, and we want to play our promotional video right now. Yes, that video always give me crunk. It's like listening to one of my favorite Jay-Z raps or something. I don't know. But even if you are not here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we have a free day for anybody that is around the world. All of our coaches in the Philippines, just go to bit.ly, which is bit.ly/LW LWL 2022, which is Leading with Love 2022, and register for the Sundays event, which is a symposium talking about how to bring in more diversity and inclusion and equity into your life, into your business, because we are definitely a melting pot. And because we leave no one behind, we are offering that for anybody around the world that want to attend, and you can just go and register. It is going to be a powerful Sunday where you get to actually come and ask questions. If you know, I don't know if you're struggling with like how can I be more inclusive like in my life and in my business. So last thing, baby, you already know what it is. Those of you who tune in, honey, we love just spreading love. So last week we gave away Starbucks cards because, you know, I've been to the Philippines several times and I already know it's a Starbucks there because I drank coffee from one. So these Starbucks cards can work for anybody. And we are giving away 2 cards for today. So let's go ahead and pull the first guest. D. Marie, you are a winner, honey. Winner chicken dinner. So just inbox me with your email address or send it to the new channel and they'll get it over to me so we can send you your card. Next person is Latasha, who came in strong towards the end. You know what? You are a winner too, Latasha. So this is just our thanks for coming to support us at the end of your evening. And we're going to go ahead into our closing. So if you are ready to take your life to the next level and you feel that you are a pretty good person in your heart, I offer all heart-centered leaders to explore GICE Life Coach Certification for Leaders. Our heart model, our I Care heart model and course was designed just for you to teach you how to discover your inner coach at all times. Are you feeling burnt out? Like, do you feel that there are more opportunities you should be exploring, but there's a hesitation of fear or judgment or even rejection from others? Are you tired of your own emotional ups and downs? Or do you feel that you can be a better leader, like a better mom, a better dad, or a neighbor, a supervisor, a teacher, a neighbor? It doesn't matter. If you are influencing people, this course is just for you. All of these people lead. And 1 million life coaches around the globe is our mission. And we want to have one coach representing all 195 countries. Is it possible? Yes, I say that it's possible. You are possible in every level of your life. You are possible to be the best version of yourself while you have the time. So please explore our website and connect with us there. And I want to thank our guests and all of our participants. Make sure the people who won, you inbox us your email address so we can get your cards over. It'll take us a couple of days. And we will see you next week at the same time right here on the new channel. And thank you so much for supporting us. Bye for now.